effortless living. In the Tao they say that the Tao does nothing, yet through it nothing stays undone. How do we enter an effortless life? I've been thinking about that a lot lately. How to surrender to life. I had that specific question coming up. If I'm doing nothing, if I'm allowing myself to be lazy and relax, if I allow myself to relax, not trying to make work, business, money, relationships, if I don't do anything anymore, what would be that one thing or several things that would emerge from themselves? If I'm stepping fully out of the way, living in life without any preference whatsoever, without any resistance of how life is supposed to be, what is it that would come naturally? Is there really nothing coming? I mean, I look around in nature and I see flowers blossoming, I see trees, I see birds, I see animals. There's a lot happening in nature. So if I'm not doing anything, would I really just lay on the couch all day long, being totally motionless, just not doing anything? Would that really be the truth? If I would relax so fully, is there really not a fountain of creativity, of life force running through me, wanting to engage, wanting to do, wanting to share, wanting to love, wanting to create, wanting to play? Is there really nothing? Is the only way to live through doing, through hustling, through all the time trying to make things work? Is that the only blueprint of a successful life? Is that the only life that there really is? Everybody trying to force things into existence, manifestation here and doing there and hustling and achieving success and goals. Is that the only way? And then I've been silent for a moment, and I've been watching my breath. I've been watching it, trying to watch it, trying to see how my breath flows in and out. I'm doing nothing. It is happening. It? What is this it that is happening? Something is doing my breathing. Something has been making my nails grow and has taken care of my eye color and my hair that grows. There is a force that is in motion, that does things without me. Who is that me? Without that small ego interfering, trying to make things happen. Well, that ego comes sometimes in and it says, my hair color should be different. I should have shorter hair. They should not fall out. I should have a smaller nose. And then we are suffering. Then the trouble comes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about surrendering that part of you that is resisting life on how it flows. Because in that resistance you get tired. In that resistance you are suddenly being really lazy. You suddenly don't want anymore to live life. All the creativity is blocked inside of you because you resist. She should be different, he should be different, life shouldn't be like that, I should have more money, I should have less money, I should have less responsibility, I should, this is all of that resistance. I need to get there, I need to hustle right now, I need to make things work, because if they work, I'm gonna be happy, and then I'm gonna be open, and then life can flow through me finally, but first this thing needs to happen. You see the trouble in that, don't you? What are we scared of if we let life be what life is? What are we scared of if we follow the flow of life? If we let it with absolute effortlessness move through us without our doing? What if instead of finding absolute laziness in not doing anything, what if we find absolute creativity, zest, interest, passion, happiness, flow? What if the same way the breath moves through us without our doing, what if the same way life moves through us? What if all we ever needed to do was stepping out of the way? Surrendering the ego to something much larger. Thy will happens. Thy will is supposed to take care of my life. It's not my will. I surrender my will to a greater will. And in that greater will, I experience ecstasy and bliss. I experience flow and love. And pain as well, you see. We also experience pain in that. But we invite it. We enjoy the pain even. Same as when we watch a sad movie. We just watch it. We are not resisting it. We let the heartbreak and all the pain and all the suffering come through us. But we let it flow. We can't experience full ecstasy and creativity in life unless we also experience the pain and we also let that flow through us. We can't block the pain and resist it and say, I don't want to feel that pain. I don't want her to leave me. I don't want that pain inside of my heart. But then at some point we expect to be fully alive and fully engaged and curious. That doesn't work. Life is everything. Life is also the pain. And the more we let it flow through us, the faster we can process it and let it go. And the faster we find back to our creativity. Relaxation is key. An experiment. Why not making it an experiment for 3-4 weeks? I live with absolute zero preferences. And I relax and I see what emerges from that relaxation. I want to see what comes naturally out of me. 3-4 weeks. I can start resisting events happen afterwards again. I can do that again, but for 3-4 weeks, what about if I live with no chasing another place, without trying to make things work, without hustling, with trying to accept this moment and feeling the flow of life, feeling joy and bliss? Where does it take me in that moment? What do I want to do? What wants to be given birth through me? These are deep questions. And Michael A. Singer, he says, the highest spiritual act is the one of non-resistance. Jesus was non-resisting. He was nailed at the cross, fully surrendering, even forgiving the people who did it. He didn't resist them. And we can forgive somebody who has hurt us. Can you imagine that non-resistance, that absolute surrendering to God's will, God, life's unfolding? Can you imagine that? Can we practice that? And then life starts to flow and move through us, and everything feels more like a miracle, and we didn't have any expectation of how the vacation or holiday or life or relationship had to be. No, we are just moment to moment surprised. Oh wow, now this is coming up. Wow, she's loving. Oh, now she's angry. Okay, now she's leaving me. Wow, didn't expect that. What an experience. That is a truly magical life, my friend. The only life that makes sense in my own eyes, in my own opinion. The only life that truly makes sense is a life with absolute non-resistance, with absolute acceptance and flowing with life. Just as a visitor just as a visitor being here. We're gonna die. You're gonna die. We're just here for a short amount of time. We are visitors having this experience together. Let's see what's happening. Let's see how that feels. Some point we're gone and all of that play here has taken place and we're just gone. So why not being open to what life shows, what life is? We can't cling on to lovers. We can't cling on to money or how life should be. It's going to be taken from us anyways. There's a saying from Jesus that the more you cling on, the more you're going to lose it. You are only being given with an open hand, with an open palm. That is how you're being given in life. Not through holding on. You can't hold on to life, to love. You let it go, flowing it through you. That is the beauty of life.